Hello and welcome back to the GB Fantasy Football channel. In today's video we're going to be having a short recap of how Game Week 31 went and a team selection for Game Week 32. Now you're probably watching this video beyond the deadline, however all decisions in here are subject to change. We're yet to see the press conferences on Friday, time of recording that is of course, so any transfers, even though they might seem perfectly settled in this video, can change by the time the video comes out. For the full up-to-date team, check all the socials below. Now let's crack on with the video. If you like, please like and subscribe to the channel as well. Let's get cracking. First off, I'd like to know how your week has gone in Sun Dreamteam. How did Game Week 31 treat you and your teams? Who was your best point scorers and who was you most disappointed with? On to my team. We scored a respectable 117 points. Up until the game last night, the Man United fixture that is, it was looking very, very bleak. A lot of things have gone against us this week. Eze missing the penalty against Newcastle. It was massive for points. He's dropped, he'd missed the penalty, and Newcastle kept a clean sheet. Also, Marco Asensio. I'd gone against him for weeks and weeks. The week I finally bring him in, he misses 2 penalties. He got the assist because McGinn scored the rebound, but 2 penalties missed nonetheless. Bruno saving me right at the very end. It was Bruno versus Isak for the captaincy this week. On polls, 90% were going Isak. I opted for Bruno. Up until the game last night, I looked dead and buried. However, the last minute penalty, the bonus point in the 123rd minute it would be, the extra 2 bonus points for the foul, brought me back from the death really. It was a great performance from him. Other notable players, Isak scoring his 18 points. I didn't captain him, so even though I brought him in, him not scoring would have been more beneficial for me. And also Martin Odegaard, the biggest disappointment in my team by far for the last several game weeks. He didn't start the game against Brentford and only the 3 points against Real Madrid. He's got to go. Even though he has a double this week at home to Palace and away to Ipswich, he's just got to go. He might score, he might assist. I'm just done with him. Now onto the team selection. Hopefully this starting 11 can at least keep us second in the overall rankings, even possibly maybe closing the gap on first. That would be the ideal situation. Now going into this week, I could have a maximum of 9 double game week players. However, with me transferring out Martin Odegaard, it looks like I'm going to be plumping for 8. If Bruno would have gone out last night, maybe he might have been on the chopping block. However, not a chance. The man is just inevitable. So starting off with the defence, David Raya in goal. He has that juicy double against Ipswich and Crystal Palace. And we also have William Saliba. So we're doubling up on the Arsenal defence. Since I brought him in, there's only been 1 clean sheet between them, and that was at home to Real Madrid. Hopefully, they can produce the goods. Mazraoui of Manchester United, another one who was problematic over the last week. He went off at half time in the fixture against Lyon in the Europa League. There's been no news since. I'm going to gamble on him being fit. If not, it might change the transfer plans just a little bit, but I'm going more attacking wise with my transfers. And last but by no means least, one of the heroes of the last game week, Ezra Konsa. He got his goal against PSG and a clean sheet against Southampton in a fixture where not many thought he would play. So that will be my back 4, unless there's definitive news that Mazraoui is out for this game week. On to the midfield. It's going to be a midfield 5 this week, and this is the time we bring in Bukayo Saka. I've waited, I've gone against him, even when many have brought him in, despite being an Arsenal fan. I thought his minutes would be managed far more than they have been, but even when he's on the pitch, he's exactly what we've come to expect. Missing the penalty in the week was actually helpful for me, despite battling my emotions. However, he got the goal, and it was a big change to my rank at the time. So he's coming in now, especially as I'm going through in the Champions League. So he will be one of my transfers. He is coming in for Martin Odegaard, who in 7 games has scored only 23 points. Horrendous player. His performances haven't been up to date in and on the pitch either. The other four, Eze, missing the penalty, but a fantastic asset. Bruno Fernandes, with a single game. We've got Asensio and Rodgers. They are the ones that make up the midfield five. A lot of doublers in there, hopefully. A lot of points. And onto the forward line this week, which involves one of our transfers. Salah stays this week despite only having a single. Leicester away, I can see him doing a lot of damage. Leicester are one of the poorest teams we've seen in the Premier League in recent years, and Salah, being the player that he is, I see him running riot. The other striker in this team, Murmurs of Manchester City, he will be coming in for Alexander Isak once again. If there's no news on Mazraoui, that is. But Murmurs coming into the team. The big debate though is who is going to be my captain. Is it Saka or is it Murmurs? To me, they are the two standout options this week. Can I gamble against Saka's minutes? Do I think he's going to start both of them games? I'm not sure. The entire season rests on that Champions League semi-final. If his injury reoccurs, it's just a nightmare scenario. With second in the Premier League, third at worst, pretty much wrapped up. Can he be rested? Can he be saved? I think so. So, currently, the armband is on Murmurs. He's been incredible since he's come in for Manchester City in January. A great point scorer in Sun Dreamteam as well, which is what we're looking for. Goals, assists, bonus points, and the occasional tackle as well. The armband's going to stay on him for the moment, that is. And that concludes today's video. The deadline has probably just passed, so my thoughts, and I've got my fingers crossed for you all with regards to the week coming up. Tell me how your points have been, how your teams have gone, and what transfers you've done for Game Week 32. If you've liked the video, please like, subscribe, and as I said, comment down below on all the things that we've just mentioned. The socials will be down in the description: X, Instagram, TikTok. Be sure to check them out. And I will be catching you with a new video very soon.